tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting the tone early for his defense.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. 1st and goal at the 1. Now it's Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. LeRoy Reynolds came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown.
To Anthony Miller. Touchdown.
Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The ball carrier.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
back to throw on third down. Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's taken on the 25. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bears take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Trubisky will throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. LeRoy Reynolds picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Ryan. A very quick pass to Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Sterling Roethlisberger to kick off for the Falcons.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Jimmy Graham, incomplete. Coverage by Keanu Neal.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
About timeout set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there.
Julio Jones all alone. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field. I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan, left side completion to Jones.
To Julio Jones.
Julio Jones has averaged 90 receiving yards per game every season since 2013. And when you factor in that every game plan calls for them double and triple covering him, yet he's still putting up those kind of numbers, that tells you the excellence of Julio Jones.
They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down here to 40-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Catch there by Julio Jones, and let's face it, we're almost running out of ways to say he's great. So let's put it into this context. 3rd among active players in receiving yards, starting 2020, just 852 yards behind tight end Jason Witten.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of...
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. That's why they're able to get to him on it.
Meanwhile, 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick here is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Bears take over 1st and 10. At at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second down now, it's Patterson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
At the 32-yard line.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And out. Fourth down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
And 3.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 15. A big run there by Gurley. 44 yards on the ground. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
For Darrell Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Ryan. And he finds his tight end, Graham. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
No game.
Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brought down at the 23.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
He's to the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And goal.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
The score, Bears 14, Falcons 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Oliver. A good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms, and this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers, but that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there, and not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That first down there on a pickup of 25. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more.
It's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Back now in Atlanta. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again they run with Gurley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Bring that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You've got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
Able to convert on fourth to bring up first and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Coleman. I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On second and 11 now. Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
They'll take over first.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
He is good.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
25-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Jones. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now this one is running back out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And able to find Graham, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down.
He'll look to throw. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Chicago.
Back to throw. Oh, he got possession on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's back to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
27-yard line.
And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down.
By Keanu Neal.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Trubisky. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Find Miller. That's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds. Left to play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. He won't go down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Falcons, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1.